In this lesson, we'll turn a bunch of Hopeless Steve static images into 5-second animated videos and learn the basics of Seedance 1.0 model along the way. To begin, go to wavespeed.ai. Wavespeed is a platform that, unlike most other AI tools, lets you use Seedance 1.0 model without a monthly subscription and at the best price. As you can see, there are plenty of other AI models available, so you need to choose the right one. Seedance 1.0 lets you generate videos in 3 resolutions: standard, high, and full HD. Each comes with its own price per generation. Since you're just starting out, I recommend using the standard resolution. It's cheaper, so you can run more tests and explore without worrying about cost. Once you finish the Cartoon Hero course and start making your own cartoons, you can switch to high or full HD, or simply use an AI video upscaler to boost the quality after your cartoon is finished. To find the standard resolution Seedance model on Wavespeed, type the end of the model name into the search bar: Pro Image to Video 480p. That's the one we'll use. If you change the resolution to 720 or 1080, you'll get a higher quality version of the same model. But for now, let's stick to 480p. The doc preview video you see next to the model might change in the future, so don't rely on the thumbnail. Just make sure the model name matches exactly the one you see on the screen. Also, don't worry if your interface looks different. It might appear white instead of dark. That depends on your browser's default theme, and you can always change it in the settings right here. Great. Now upload the image of Hopeless Steve sitting at the bar drinking beer with his friend. You should have created this image in the previous lesson. If you didn't, no worries, just watch closely and follow along. To animate your image with Seedance, you simply need to tell AI what action you want it to generate based on the image. In this case, it's pretty straightforward. We want the man to drink their beer, right? So, in the prompt box, just type "man drinking beer." Next, choose the video duration. You can pick either 5 or 10 seconds. We'll go with 5 seconds. Leave all the other settings as they are and click the blue Run button. Now just wait. It usually takes up to a minute to generate a 5-second video. Once it's done, your static image will turn into a video and appear right here. That's it. You've just animated your first video using the Seedance 1.0 model. Congrats. Now let's try another one. Find the image of Steve driving a pizza delivery car. In the prompt box, type "man is driving a pizza delivery car." Then press run. Here is the result. Now Steve is driving a car. Awesome. You see, the prompts we use are really simple. There's no strict formula. Just describe what you want in your own words. Don't overthink it. If AI generates a video without some issues, like in this case, where the car moves awkwardly instead of driving straight, you can fix it by adding more detail to the prompt that prevent that specific error. For example, just update to something like "man is driving a pizza delivery car, car is riding straight." You can also try simply regenerating the video first, because in most cases that's enough to fix the problem. But if you don't get a decent result after 3 tries, it usually means the issue is without your prompt or even the image itself. So you'll need to use another slightly different image of the same scene that you'll generate in Morphic. Keep in mind, the AI generates videos from scratch every time, so even if you use the exact same prompt, the output will always look a bit different. Now let's try animating a picture with 2 characters and a sequence of actions, not just one action. Take the image of Steve playing basketball against the kid. Upload it to Wavespeed and type this prompt. The kid takes away the ball from the man and runs away. The man starts crying like a baby. Let's see how it goes. Awesome, it worked perfectly. Once again, the prompt is simple, clear, and straight to the point. It describes a sequence of actions. Kid steals the ball, kid runs away, man starts crying. You can regenerate it a few times to get a version with a better emotional expression or just one that feels funnier. If in any of your generations the kid doesn't actually steal the ball, you can simply regenerate, or you can try using the prompt with different wording, or even regenerate the image back in Morphic. A slightly different image composition is often enough to make it work. Now let's animate the one where Steve is lying in bed. In this scene, we want to show that he woke up late and is very stressed. If we just type "man wakes up very stressed," the AI might only show him sitting up in bed looking tired. But if we add a specific reason like "he overslept," the AI will understand the context better. Instead of a casual wake up, it's more likely it will generate something like Steve panicking, checking his watch, and quickly jumping out of bed. Adding small story details like that helps AI generate more expressive and believable animations. One interesting thing about AI video models is that when the AI has to generate something it can clearly see in the image, it just makes it up randomly. For example, every time Steve wakes up, he might be wearing different pants or underwear, sometimes blue, sometimes gray, or any other color. But you can control that. Just add a detail to your prompt like, his underwear is red. Now, each time he gets out of bed, consistently generate red underwear. Small prompt tweaks like this help you take control over these random details. And the last thing before we move on, you might notice that in some videos, Steve's mouth moves excessively, even when he's not supposed to be talking. This is a common issue with many AI video models, because they are trained on data where characters often speak. In Seedance, this problem mostly appears when using the American sitcom cartoon style. The good news is, in the other styles we'll be working with, you won't run into this issue. Eventually, it should disappear completely once Seedance updates their model to Seedance 2.0 or similar improved version. Though, I've noticed that if you add the words "mouth shut" to the prompt, it can help avoid this issue. Alright, so now you've learned how to create simple single scene videos from a static image using this video model. You've also learned how to write prompts and what to do to get the results you want. Keep in mind, the cartoon we are creating in this module will be made using single-shot videos only, not multi-shot. You'll start learning how to generate multi-shot videos in the next module. Okay, so the last thing you need to do before moving on to the next lesson is to take all static images you've generated on Morphic and animate them using the Seedance model on WaveSpeed platform. You can write your own prompts or check the Hopeless Steve prompts PDF. At the bottom of the file, you'll find the exact prompts I used. Feel free to copy them. Also, take the Hopeless Steve cover image from the source image folder and animate it with the provided prompt. You will need this one as the opening scene of your cartoon. Keep in mind, since your images will look slightly different, some prompts might not work perfectly the first, second, or even third time. In this case, just tweak the prompt or try a slightly different image. Also, don't stress too much if something feels off. You're still learning and it doesn't have to be perfect. What matters most is finishing the lessons and understanding the full workflow. The big picture is way more valuable than getting stuck on a random 5-second video. Once you've animated your scenes, move on to the next lesson, where I'll show you how to assemble everything into one fast-paced American-style cartoon intro using CapCut. See you there.